So, hello guys, this is Plot.org and this is my first tutorial on YouTube. So today I'm gonna talk about hinge mechanic, how to implement that on a game. It's very good. There you get a swing in like in a swing, hinge join 2D, some rigid bodies, and let's get to do it. Okay, so I'm going to drag in my hinge first in my scene, simple scene. Get a big camera there, so just put my hinge somewhere here. Yeah, that's perfect. Zoom in, do a little bit of that. Red, comes like red. Yeah, that's good. And then here we're gonna add a hinge join 2D. Yep, hinge join 2D. And you don't need to add the rigid body because the hinge join 2D it must it needs another must component, which is a rigid body. So we're gonna put the kinematic so this thing won't be affected by gravity. And also we'll need a player, which in case will just be a simple circle. Gonna put it somewhere there. Yep, and I'm gonna put blue. I'm gonna add a rigid body 2D. And unfortunately for this tutorial, I'm not going to put a line renderer, which is going to show how we're connected to this thing. How we are connected to that. So for now I can just show you this quickly by coming here to connected rigid body to our player in the scene. And as now when I hit play, see what happens. The player swings around goodly around this hinge here. So that's what we're going to do, but without setting the connected body to player, because when you put this, it won't be a good game, it will only be hanging. So put that to none. And in our player script we are going to add a hinge mechanic. Just call it hinge script. Going to create a new C# script. Just wait for it to compile a little bit. Yep, that's done. So we're gonna open up in Visual Studio. So we're going to create a private bubble known as grapple. Grappling. I don't know if I've spelled it correctly, but okay. I'm gonna create some if statements. That if input that get mouse button down 0, which means when I press the button. And we're going to put here down on the if statement when the button is being held down. Input get mouse button up 0. Then another if statement that if input that get mouse button up. I'm sorry, something wrong. It's supposed to be if get mouse button, only that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, now we got our perfect 3 if statements. Now to create our hinge mechanic, to come down here and say game object array known as hinges. No, sorry. So let me game object method nearby. Yep. So this game object method, this is a method which is very complicated. You don't expect this method to be like update. So sorry, this is a method. So there, it's just gonna do that. Yep, should be outside of update. Sorry. Yep, somewhere here. So yep, this method nearby, game object nearby, it's like a method like void update, but this method is very complicated. It's not like other methods. So we may create a void. Shoot. And if you go back to Unity, there'll be no error here. But if we do this, show that this is not a normal method. Just do that and do that. Finally, it tells that Unity tells us that Hinge the nearby, not all code paths return a value. So this is like a very complicated one. So what do we have to do here? First, we have to create a game object array. Hinges. Now we have to populate this array by saying hinges is equal to game object dot find game object with tag hinges with tag hinge. So make sure that your object is tagged hinge. So you come back here, go into Unity. This error is still there, so don't worry. Just have to come into a hinge here and give it a hinge tag, which I already made, and we go back to Visual Studio because these hinges are going to instantiate them if you want. So to be game objects, find game object tag hinge, and here I forgot to create another game object which will be known as, let's call it closest. Yep, for now it will be equal to null, which this is the game object which are going to return at the end of this. So here down you have to create a vector 3 for our position, for our plot position. It will be transform dot position. Let's create a float known as distance. It should be equivalent to math f dot infinity, which means it will always be infinity. Now we have to create an for each loop, so we will get all game objects of a specific name in the collection of hinges. So we gotta do game object. Let's call this something like game objects, something like game object. Let's just call this game object h in the collection of hinges, and here down we will say that create a vector 3 known as diff, which will be equal to position, which is a vector, the position of a player, minus the game object which is h, the transform dot position. Yep, and we have create another float which is known as the current distance. This will be our current distance, which will be equal to the square magnitude of the vector 3 difference. So we equal to square magnitude. Yep, and we have to create an if statement that if current distance is less than the distance. So if current distance is less than the distance. Yep, sorry. If the current distance is less than the distance, if the current distance is less than the distance, we have to say closest, which is our object, which is null, should be equal to h, and the distance, which is the infinity one, should be equal to the current distance. Simple as that. That's what we just had to do. And at the end of this, to not get that error of not returning the path value, we have to return closest. And if you head back to Unity, I think there should be no error. Yep, I think so. Yeah, I'm always bad at typing. Sorry. So it was to be game object. So if I come back here, there's no error again. Yep, so that's good. Now this is our hinge mechanic. We want now to implement this in our if statements here. We want to implement this method into our if statement. So in the start, in the bus button down, just going to do a simple thing that I'm going to set grappling to be equal to true. And here, because it's similar to, because this one it's somehow similar to this, so you're just going to ask ourselves if grappling is true. Before that, we have to say, we have to create another game object. We're going to also call it closest. It's going to be equal to what? It's going to be equal to nearby. Our game object method nearby. Yep. Don't worry, this closest won't affect the closest we made down, the closest game object which we made down there, because we created a private, just like a private. So this hinges can't be called here, can't be found here. If you write something like hinges, you can see this game object hinge coming as a hint here. You won't see it because it's made here, it's not made public, which should be here. No, it's made down here privately, so you can see it. So no problem when you call this closest. And here down we put grappling. We want to say that closest, a game object closest should get the component in children. Yeah, get the component in children. Hinge joint 2D dot connected body be equal to game object, which is our player. Game object dot get component in children. Okay, so it will be our rigid body 2D. This can also be implemented in 3D, but maybe I'll try 3D in the second tutorial, or even in this same tutorial. Yep, so after doing that, we just have to come back here and set our grappling equal to false. So our player won't just be grappling always, won't be swinging always. Sorry, to false, and this one should be down. Yep. Grappling is up. People are going to think that we're going to say that grappling is false there. No, we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. We're going to deattach this connected body to be equal to null. So we're going to create another game object array. We're also going to call it hinges. No problem. You have to populate this array by saying hinges. Is equal to game object dot find game object tag hinge, and we're going to get another for each loop for each game object. So let's call this h object h in the collection of hinges. We wanna do h dot get component in children hinge joint 2D and dot connected body should be equal to null. This should be the script, and this should do it. Let's try check it out for errors. Because I'm a beginner in Unity, I've just started development of game in Unity like 2 months ago, and I'm so happy. It's easy but somehow hard. Errors, might get tired just doing a lot of code, So let's check it out. Maybe it's correct. I don't know. Yep, always tapping that. So supposed to be game object. Yep, it's supposed to be rigid body 2D, which is somewhere. It's somewhere here. Remember, this code is somewhere here. Yep. So let's fix the error. Yep. So if we duplicate this one and duplicate it, we can just kind of move these things in front. Move this one in front, and if we can now hit play, you can see how play the way he swings. And bring him again, he swings. Just try letting him to swing there, and he goes there. This is just good physics. Yep, it goes to the next one. So as you can see here in my hinge joint down here, you can see when I leave it, nothing is there, but when I click, sorry, let me do it again. If you look here, when I click, it does it, the hinge mechanic. But when I just leave it, it goes to the next one. No rigid body connected. Yep. So, no, yeah. Yep. This should be the one. Try to that again. Yup. If we see, we go to the next one. Let's try to swing. Hinge joint. Yep. And just going down. Click, moves down. So probably is asking why this thing doesn't change, because I said it there. So let's try now. So as you can see here, it's play a rigid body 2D. When I leave it, nothing. When I do that, oh, it's just going to another. So just like that. Trying to do something. Yeah. That should work. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.